Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into the energy. Let us tap into the message. Let us tap into the reading here. So I just saw a prophetic vision of a haunting spirit, okay? A haunting spirit. And as I said that, I channeled shaky breath, okay? Shaky breath, throat chakra energy. That was the channeling, okay? That was the channeling. So somebody is in this energy where they're being haunted by a spirit. That spirit's purpose is to haunt. It is a haunting spirit. Whoever this person is, not a day goes by that this spirit doesn't visit them. Okay, this spirit always visits this person. It always makes sure that it shows itself or reveals itself to this person. This person can't get any rest, any peace. They can't get contentment. This person is all over the place at this time. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here. So this is bad luck energy or a bad omen, a bad sign, a bad synchronicity. Okay, this person is living in bad energy. They're living in negativity. They're living in some form of foul, decay, rotten energy. One which follows them wherever they go. Whoever this is very miserable inside. They're very sad, very worn out, okay, very tired, very isolated, very alone amongst whoever and whatever. This person never feels like they belong. Okay, whoever this person is, they lack that ability within themselves to be able to coexist with other people because they never feel or think in ways of love. This person doesn't know what love is. They don't understand it. Whoever they are inside is a beast or somebody that the only thing they're good at is taking from others emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. We have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. With this 10 of Swords in the reverse energy, whatever this person does in life, it can't be undone. So they seal their faith in their own demons, okay, or their own darkness, or their own evil and wicked cruelty of pain, trauma, hurt, agony, okay? Yeah, we have the Star in the reverse. This is somebody that will never be able to heal from anything that they go through because of the energy they send out to other people by way of actions, behaviors, thoughts, and emotions, decisions and choices, free will energy, okay? Doing what you want to do. Whatever they've done will never allow them the access to be able to be okay inside, okay? So whatever life they tend to show to other people, or whatever reality they try to let on, or however they try to present themselves, it's not real. None of it is true. It all is a mask, and it keeps falling apart at this time. We have the Tower energy. This mask keeps falling apart when it comes to this person. Whatever illusion of life that they've been living with, people are going to start to see through it. People are going to start to want to avoid them because they see who they really are. People are going to start to want to pretend that they don't even know this person, or They're gonna lose respect for this person, lose everything they gave to this person emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. People are going to start to awaken to this person's true nature or their true colors, okay? Because whoever they are in the truth of what they are is something of darkness and evil, wicked, cruelty, pain, maliciousness, okay, malicious intent, okay, just being somebody that always looks for the darkness in other people because it exists in you, or you house evil, so you always want it in another person's life. This is who this is. They've lived with their darkness for so long, their evil for so long, that they want others to also go through the same thing. They want other people to not be okay. They want other people to not want to be okay. They want to leave people broken, shattered, bruised, scarred, in that same pain that they live in. Because whoever this is never thought life would turn out this way. We have the Magician in the reverse. They never thought life would turn out this way because they always thought that they would have the upper hand in everything and in everyone. Somebody thought they could blindside everything and everyone, or outsmart everything and everyone. This person never saw this coming. Whatever they're living right now is a shock. It's a surprise. It's a wave of fear, scared, afraid. We have the Three of Swords energy. They live with this energy because that's what they summoned, or that's what they manifested. That's what they called out for. That's what they try to be for other people. So it's meeting them where they're at. Whatever energy this is that they try to put other people in, they're in bondage with it. They're in fate's destiny, purpose with it. They're in an entrapment with it. It's something of a soul tie or a cord that they can't get rid of or cut. Whoever this is with this Knights of Materials, Knights of Pentacles energy, it's only a matter of time before things get worse. Because they're looking for a way out, thinking that it's going to get them to a different path or different direction. We have the Six of Voices, Six of Swords here. And the only reason they want to change now is because they're understanding the consequences that are about to meet them where they're at in their world, life, and reality. Somebody's seeing that if they don't cleanse their sins or acknowledge their darkness or stop being evil, they're going to get taken over by something that they'll never be able to break free from. Somebody's already seeing it happen. We have the Tower in the reverse. With this Tower in the reverse, this person does also acknowledge in this energy that there's nothing that they can do if they can't break free. So they're fighting for their life at this time. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's fighting for their life, like they're fighting for their reality world. They're fighting for their whole entire life as they know it, because they're battling a spirit. And this spirit is only around because of who this person chose to become in life. They made that decision. So it's their manifestation, it's their conjure, it's their incantation, it's their casting, it's their energy that they sent out into the universe. And it's surrounding the auric sphere, their energetic sphere. It's surrounding their whole entire vessel, body, temple, mind, heart, spirit. Okay, this person is being haunted. They're being chased down by a haunting spirit. Whatever haunting spirit this is hates that it has to hide at times when this person is around other people. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. This spirit only goes away when this person is around other people. This spirit only shows itself when this person is alone. They've already fell into the rabbit hole. They're not even ever gonna make a way out of. Because whoever this is, the life that they lived is very, 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 very demonic, okay? They spend years in this energy. They spend years being this person, to the extent that there's nothing they can do about what they are. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. The only problem, the only issue is now they thought that there was something, they felt like there was something, but whatever they're living in reality, in the world, in life, is not reciprocating what they thought they were, or who they thought they were is not resonating with what they made up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, because they're not seeing any of that in their world, life, and reality. We have the Fool. Every day that goes by, this person further acknowledges that about themselves, that they shouldn't have been so adamant or persistent or perseverant in this energy, just continuously in such passion and desire, lust of darkness, or kiss of death, or the energy of wanting something in blackened aura or blackened energy. Okay, now they're lost. Somebody does not know how to make their way back to themselves. Somebody can't come back to their body, they can't come back to their mind, they can't come back to their heart. They're watching other people live when they're not living. So at this time, it's so crazy, because it's dangerous for them to be outside, because they see other people living knowing that they're not living. So it further brews that deep hatred within them. It keeps brewing and just simmering and worsening as they go out, but they don't realize it. But as they go out, that's when the spirit leaves. They just think that, you know, it's something and they need to work towards getting rid of it in their world, life, and reality. Whatever the spirit is that's come to collect in blood, mental blood, emotional blood, scars of emotional wounds and mental wounds and physical pain and spiritual trauma and torture and torment. Okay, something of sinister, sadistic, masochistic, all the way around psychotic, lunatic, maniac energy that they sent out. Now it's returning home, because that's where it comes from. It's them in the spirit. They battling themselves. So they're in war with themselves. That inner turmoil, that inner battle. Yeah, this person is perishing. They're losing it. They're out of control. Every decision and choice that they make is not leading them anywhere. The Two of Swords in the reverse here. They keep making wrongful decisions and choices that are further illuminating that they're in deep trouble in the universe, because again, the energy of death, I did see it twice. The Three of Swords, like somebody is just, man, they're in trouble in the universe because they're in bad karma for everything they've done. Whoever this is receiving their karma for everything that they've done. This person can't stand the fact that they're literally having to watch other people live. It feels like something so far away from them, but they go outside and they don't realize it, but that's when the spirit rests. And then when they're alone, it wakes up, it awakes, okay? We have the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, this person is definitely in a contract with this spirit. It's something that will never go away, like it'll always be there. So right now they're quite optimistic about doing something about it so that it leaves, but they know that there's nothing like that. The only thing they're optimistic about is wanting a way out. They have no choice but to be optimistic, other than acknowledge the fact that they have to live with whatever this is. Yeah, this person is out of their mind. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. So the chemical imbalances in their brain have been altered. Generically, clinically, this person has gone mentally insane. Okay, somebody has gone mentally insane. This is something that they've been trying to cope with or tolerate, or build up a system of trying to live with, We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, but it's not working for them. Instead, it's worsening them. Them wanting to maintain this sickness is worsening it. We have the Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. This person is literally watching everything they've sent out to the world return to them. It's a battle that they're fighting with themselves because they know what they live. They know their thoughts and emotions and their behaviors and their choices and decisions. And they know where their free will led them. We have the Knight of Voices in the reverse. So nothing is going to uproot them from this energy. Instead, it's going to sink them deeper in the soil, burying them in that, okay? So this person's mental illness or mental insanity, mental condition, disturbance, mental sickness is going to keep worsening because that spirit houses itself in their mind. That's why they're out of their mind. We have the King of Swords in the reverse because they're possessed. They're out of their mind because they're possessed. It's been a long time coming is what I clairaudiently just heard. Channeling, okay, channeling. Something was meant to occur, something was meant to happen, this was meant to be. Because whatever this person has been living, they built a contract. Okay, they built a contract. And now imagine being them having to watch other people smile and those smiles being genuine and sincere when they have to put on a mask when they're outside, pretending like they're not living in fear, terror, being afraid, just being tormented in torture and trauma by something that is bigger than them and bigger than everything around them, even the people. The same people that are just living their life. There's nothing they can do about it. This person can't even go to some form of professional because they feel that it's something they can't do anything about yet because they haven't figured it out. However, the core truth or the root cause is that's the energy they sent out to the world and it just returned home. But they're optimistic about getting rid of it, okay? It's almost like this person just wants to say, oh, it's not what it seems to themselves, knowing that it's exactly what it seems. Like they are looking at their own reflection. The truth of their identity is staring them in the face every day. It's being called upon by the Spirit, manifested and casted unto them by the Spirit. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. With this Three of Wands in the reverse, this person can't hide from that truth. It's not like, oh, they'll wake up and feel differently and think differently. No. They will continuously be losing their mind. Somebody literally is out of their body with this energy here. This person is a lunatic, a maniac, a psychopath, a sociopath. There's some form of deficiency of the brain, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. Somebody has some form of fatal, lethal mental condition, disturbance, illness and sickness, insanity. Okay, somebody's mentally insane, somebody's mentally ill, mentally sick, mentally deranged and mentally unhinged. There's nothing there in their mind except that spirit. So they're battling that spirit in their mind. This person is fighting themselves every day. We have the Hangman in the reverse. They have to lie to themselves. They have to cheat themselves out of everything. They have to pretend and act, wear a mask. They have to live like that. They have to live it. They can't even look at themselves. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. They can't even talk to themselves. They can't even address it. Whatever they did to you, look at where it has led them to. Look at what it has become. This person wishes to go back in time and never do it again. They want to go back in time and rewind and tell themselves to not do it. They want to tell themselves to not do it at all. They want to tap themselves out of it. They want to find a way out. But there is none. Instead, the more they live, the more lost they become. We have the Two of Voices, the Two of Swords in the reverse. That energy of loss follows them, and they have to grieve themselves every day because they're watching themselves pass away. Mentally, somebody is watching themselves go. So many emotional wounds and scars and traumas and tortures and pain that their heart is non-existent also. But the true battle is in their mind, because once they lose their mind, they lose everything. Because they can deal with the fact that their heart is as it is. They can deal with the Three of Swords, being in the Three of Swords and having to cope with it. But then having to acknowledge their mind being the way that it is, chemically, clinically, psychologically, is something else. Because then that's something that can't be hidden. That's something that they can't hide from, even within themselves. They can't live in oblivion and ignorance. They can't live in anything outside of what they have to look at. They're passing away mentally. Someone is passing away mentally. There's nothing there. They keep seeking some form of anchor, something to ground them in and stabilize themselves mentally. Someone, anything, anyone. Someone is in search of an anchor here. I'm channeling a shaky breath energy again. Shaky breath, throat chakra. Okay, this is the energy here. There's nothing that this person can do about this. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The same energy duplicating itself, mimicking itself, cloning itself. Okay, it reveals itself twice to ensure and seal its fate. Whoever this is, there's no way out of this. Even if they feel bad or repent or pray, the summoning, the manifestation, the conjuring, the casting of that level of evil is something that will never go away in their energy, in their aura. Their energetic sphere, their auric sphere will always be in a pit of hell or a pit of darkness because of that evil, because of that wicked, because of that cruelty, that pain, that torture, that trauma, okay, that hurt that they send to others, they send to you, projecting it in evil eye, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, taking action. This person needs a way out of something that they will never find a way out of. It's like battling yourself, knowing that you're gonna lose because you know what you are. They know who they are. When they have to revisit it in their mind, Six of Cups, whatever's left in there, always takes them back in time, because that's where they lost their sanity. So they always time travel to that point in their life, that dimension, that paradigm, that reality, that truth. They always have to acknowledge it in their life and world. They always have to live with it or live in it, in utter chaos, rage, discomfort. This person wants to change everything. We have the Moon in the reverse. They fear their own truth of darkness. This person can't even look at themselves, for goodness sake. They did what they did, now they can't even look at who they've become. They just want help. How absurd is that? That's actually bizarre. We have the Hangman in the reverse. After all that, knowing better and not doing better, now it's caught up to you. You want help. What help are you seeking outside of the one in your mind? We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, out of their mind. Same energy of duplication, mimicking, and cloning coming out again. Double Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that needs a straitjacket or a warden, a clinic, okay, a hospital. They need to be tied in that bed, okay, or to be locked away. Somebody needs to be put down. They're a menace, a danger, a hazard. They're walking around with a level of insanity that's not meant to coexist with the rest of people around the world. in their world life and reality, they're not meant to be outside. It's like living with the sickness and then knowing that you want to keep spreading it and not caring. For the safety of everything and everyone, they need to go away. So the level of mind loss that I'm channeling is something they won't be able to come back from. 8 of Cups in the reverse. There's nothing that can bring them back. No anchor. Nothing they will ever find like that. It's actually sick and crazy that they want to come back. Because what are they coming back to except who they truly are? The same person they can't even reflect and assess and revamp and rebrand or re-look at. They can't talk about it. But they want to way out of it. Why did you do it to begin with? Why did you have it in you? What did you allow? What did you tolerate? Now they have to watch themselves lose their own mind for the rest of their life. And everybody will see it, including yourself. You will literally see it, hear it, know about somebody losing their mind. Somebody not being able to be okay mentally ever again. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Mind loss. Gone in the mind. Okay, this is the energy here. Your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. I'm grateful for your time once again, beloved. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.